that's where I try to tell people, there's no rights and wrong today. There's only what's ethical. And what do you mean, what's ethical? Well, you have to go, well, we're fighting a war, one in uh, uh, Iraq. That's certainly unethical, isn't it? Well, yeah, I guess so. No, well, no, it was ethical. We had to go in and get rid of Saddam, you know. That was all right to fight that war and that kind of thing. Well, that's beyond right and wrong, the way the usual moralists think of it and things like that. But ever since you had the Bonhoeffer paper, you know, that ethics was always beyond right and wrong, and it was you weighed up with rights and wrongs, but there's always something else to take into account that you're hurting. In other words, the dark side is always present with the light side, and you go in and correct something. You correct it, but there are lots of other relationships that get uncorrected or aborted and things like that, and you're stopping growth or whatever else. Well, how do you factor that in? And finally, you have to make decisions. You have nothing to make a decision over except grace, or that you're loved by God, if you want to put it that, whatever terms you want to look. You're just utterly naked, and you make that decision. And somebody go, there got to be something you hold on to, you know. Well, with Barnes and as Bonhoeffer says, well, you weigh up and things and add, and then finally you submit it to Jesus Christ, which was the Christ understanding, you know, or the final thing that all things are loved and approved, and that's the thing. You can do no better. You observe, judge, weigh up, and act. And so anyway, you get into that realm,
Yeah.
and